Welcome back to the WisconsEV channel. Thanks for joining me. I've got some new updates for you that I want to get into from the land of 10,000 lakes, the state of hockey, the Gopher State. Also, Minnesota is now a state of more than 1,000 DC fast charging ports, and that's only going to grow.
Charge on, Wisconsin!
Before I get into the update, I wanted to say thank you to State of Charge, Tom Malogny, and EVChargingStations.com. He was sending me some postcards from his IANA hosting duties for the 2-year celebration, and threw a t-shirt in, so I'm like definitely going to wear it for this quick video. So thank you, Tom. If you haven't watched his channel, you're crazy. And he helped me pick out my ChargePoint Home Flex that I use every day. So definitely can help you if you're looking for a level 2 charger, or any other news on his new site, the EVChargingStations.com. So check it out. All right, so from Minnesota, we've got a new Kwik Charge opening that I'm excited about. And if you watch PlugShare or some other, like the Kwik Charge app, then you know exactly where I'm talking about, and that's Stewartville, Minnesota. So it used to be a single port location, or maybe two. There were 2 cables, 1 port. Let's just go with that, CCS and a CHAdeMO. Well, that machine has now been hoisted, and they have a brand new NEVI station that is opening on Friday. So if you're in the area right off of I-90, it is immediately off of I-90, just south of Rochester and the Rochester Airport. So a great location. I think I looked, it's about 75 miles from La Crosse. So, you know, you could go quick charge hopping at this point on I-90 if you wanted to. But this is a great station, or a great spot, let's say. There is an Electrify America station across the street. When I checked the pricing at that Electrify America, it was 64 cents without the Pass Plus discount. So rather expensive. This new Kwik Charge is posting a price of 45 cents per kilowatt hour. So a huge savings to be had. Adding 4 ports to that exit will be great for cars that are going up and down I-90 east to west through southern Minnesota. So very happy to see Stewartville opening, but that's not the only story for Minnesota, because they have got 3 other locations that are NEVI funded that are in progress: Lake Elmo, Moose Lake, and Forest Lake. Now, these are all heavy into construction, where they all have their charging equipment installed, and they're also, from what I hear, looking to break ground on a few other sites. You can go look at their NEVI funding in Minnesota for yourself. I'm not sure exactly which sites, but there are several other sites, and let me check my notes. A few more sites they are looking to break ground on soon. So let's go over some of the things in Minnesota. So Wisconsin has 21 NEVI sites that are open right now and active. This will be the 3rd NEVI site in Minnesota. Burnsville was the first one with the Francis station that opened right where I-35 comes back together on the south side of the Twin Cities, at a hotel. I can't remember the name of it, but anyway, it's a hotel, and it's 4 ports from Francis. And then the second one we covered previously, and that was up in North Branch, which I went and visited right before it opened, which is what we're looking at now. So it's a 3rd site, and really this is great. North Branch, way up north of the Twin Cities. Burnsville, just south of the Twin Cities, like I said, where 35 east and west come back together. And then Stewartville on the southern part of the state. So NEVI obviously opening up Minnesota for travel kind of all over the place right now on the first 3. So that's pretty good. So far, Minnesota in 2026 has added 169 DC fast charging ports. That is more than all of 2025. So a great start, great first quarter, plus a little bit, quarter and a third almost for the state. In 2023, I was looking this up. In 2023, they had 465 DC fast charging ports. Minnesota is a large state, so that's not a lot of ports. But now, in the last 3 years, they've doubled that, or more than doubled it, to 1,008 total. As I looked tonight, in 2024 and 2024 and 2023, back-to-back years, they added 208 ports each. There was a little bit less in 2025. And then this year we're already at 169, so certainly growing. Wanted to say thanks to Box Turtle for sending me pictures from that Moose Lake install. He is all over the place up there in northern Minnesota, he is all the way. He is all over the place in northern Minnesota. Thank for Moose Lake, but he's also all over the place in northern Wisconsin as well. So Box Turtle doing yeoman's work. I think the Box Turtle is reference to his old Bolt, but he doesn't drive a Bolt anymore. And you can find out what he drives if you see what all of the charging that he posts in PlugShare. So many thanks to Box Turtle for keeping me sane and not having to drive all over Minnesota as well as Wisconsin to keep you informed. So I think that's all I've got for you. Just a short update, but another, we added 5. So we got 50% more Kwik Charge in Wisconsin a couple of weeks ago. And now we've got 50% more Kwik Charge in Minnesota, doubling. That's 100% more. Let me change my math. We got 50% more in Wisconsin a couple of weeks ago with the 5 sites opening, 10 to 15, and we went from 1 to 2 on Friday in Minnesota. So that's double. I can do math, not complicated math, but I know 1 + 1 is 2, and 2 is twice as many as 1. So, math lesson over. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you at the next charge. Before you go, another reminder, Kwik Charge Open House at the Pewaukee location on Gulf Road on Sunday, April 26th from noon to 2. Scheduled to appear, the Tesla Owners Group will be there with some ride and drives, as well as Rivian with their R1 vehicles. Relax, I said R1s. If you want to see the new R2, you've got to go to Chicago for their event this weekend. Anyway, hope to see you in Pewaukee on Sunday.